Hey yo everybody, Jose here. First of all, I want to apologize for the background noise. That is my heater. It is freezing cold and I could not turn it off for even the few minutes that I'll be recording here. So I do apologize, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at. But I wanted to show you some changes to my mod, MysticRPG. And this is going to be really exciting. There are a lot of changes. One of them is going to be towards this block here. But there's going to be a ton of changes that are going to be implemented, and it's gonna be epic in the end. Right now there's a lot of stuff I'm learning how to do, but new dimensions are going to be involved. And did they only fix the hitbox? Oh no, they did fix. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was curious to see if they fixed the hitbox on the ender chest. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So if you remember, my MysticRPG mod has its own creative tab, by the way. Added in, let's see, copper, tin, and silver axes in the last update. Or not axes, but tools and armor in general. Which can only be crafted if you have the Minecraft, or if you have another mod that uses the Minecraft Forge or Dictionary. And has these ores implemented into it. Then we also have the Knight's armor, which has been in there for a while. My awesome sword, ambrosia, the different rods, the mage wand. But now I've added a lot of new stuff in this next update, version 1.2, which will be implemented to sort of move things on in a better direction towards a more excuse me, that was rude. Towards a more RPG-esque feel in Minecraft, which is going to be exciting. So just to start off with, we're going to now have a actually I can just do this. We're going to now have a random new ore generate. This is going to be a rare generation or rare spawn in the world, very rare. It spawns from level 4 to level 10 or 12, Y level wise, so it's going to be around the same area as Diamond, and it's going to only, I don't know, you're going to need a lot of it, and it's going to be rare. I'm trying to find a balance between this and Buildcraft quarries or other quarries of the automatic type, so that you can still get these and they not be overpowered, like basically, because these are overpowered tools and armor. Not overpowered, but very powerful. They're not overpowered. They're reasonable. But I was trying to find a balance because I realized that Buildcraft quarries could make getting garnets really, really easy. But yeah. So for now we have garnets here. I've got a lot of better plans to change these into crystals and a lot of other cool plans with that. But yeah, for now these crystals or these garnets drop garnets themselves, just one each. You're gonna need a lot of these actually, so we're not gonna have enough, but you're gonna need 45 garnets basically, and you can see that these have a nice red tooltip. And I'm just gonna go ahead and mine out these blocks. You're gonna need these in block form. That's why you're gonna need 45. So I'm just gonna come over here and dispose of this garnet, grab my garnet blocks, which if I had one more garnet I could show you. So you're going to need a garnet block. So there we go, and you can turn it back into garnet if you wanted to, but there's really no point in it. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as that goes. But if you take 5 garnet blocks, an enchantment table, and 3 obsidian, you can get yourself an infusion altar. Now these are going to be a big part of some other stuff as well, but for now there's only really one recipe. There's going to be many more in the future. But here's the infusion altar. You can see it has a cool looking interface, and if I just dig out beneath it, I can show you sort of what it looks like on the bottom as well. Eventually this will have its own custom model, because this model just looks kind of boring to me. It'll have a nice custom model. It'll probably look something like an enchantment table, but instead of a book on top, it'll have crystals on top, which, like I said, is going to replace garnet. But for the meantime, I'm just doing what I know how to do, which actually I didn't even know how to do this. I had to learn and spend literally an entire day on this. But now that I know how, I won't ever have to figure it out again. But here's our infusion altar. Here's what the bottom looks like. And before I open up the interface, I have to switch back because I'm not prepared. I need to get myself some iron. Now if I toss in, let's just get some garnets, and yeah. So here's the GUI. It's pretty epic in my opinion. It's pretty simple. Basically, you have two slots. There's going to be a bottom slot, there's a bottom slot, top slot, and then your output slot. So if you put in garnets and then iron on top, I may eventually add more recipes, so that's why the garnet has to be on the bottom. You'll see it pretty quickly turns into your output. I wanted to, or I didn't really see the point in having it take a long time, because in my opinion it's hard enough to get garnets as it is. I really didn't want you guys to have to wait even more. I may eventually change that though. But oh yeah, and I do want to show you this. If I just get rid of this guy real quick, and then change it to nighttime, you can see it has, or it's supposed to have, I can't really tell that it does though. Oh yeah, it does. It barely has a light value, but it does indeed have a light value. Break off this obsidian here. But yeah, that's pretty neat in my opinion. It's got the nice little books enchantment looking effect, particle effect on it, which I did on purpose. I really liked the idea of that being a possibility for this. You can barely see like here and in a few other places where it actually is lighting up just a little bit. The light value is very, very low on this, but there's a reason for that. But you can see we got garnet infused iron, and garnet infused iron is exactly what you need to craft everything else as far as these tools, these incredible tools and this armor. All of that is crafted in the normal manner. The tools are just using sticks. I didn't want to do any red rods or black bones, because I wanted this to be something you could get regardless of if you'd found a Firelands biome or not. So yeah, once you put this armor on, you see it provides full defense, and let's see, what else is there? Let me change it off peaceful. Let's go own and get owned at the same time. So you can see it's a one-shot kill. In general, this sword does a lot of damage. And that's exactly what I wanted it to. I didn't want it to have a low amount of damage, because it, like I said, is very difficult, and it is supposed to be endgame. 2 shots for an Enderman, 1 shot for zombies even. So this is better than an Industrial Craft 2 Nano Saber. But that's kind of the point. Like I said, I really wanted it to be incredibly powerful. So I might change some of these things around. I know I definitely have plans for better models and better stuff with the crystals, because right now it doesn't make sense that the infuser actually goes from garnets. It would have made more sense if it was from crystals to an iron ingot instead of a garnet. But the garnet's just kind of a temporary placement. Of course, it won't say garnet infused iron sword. It'll just say infused iron sword. And I don't know what the new sword tooltip will look like, or the tooltips will look like in the end. I know that what they look like now isn't exactly. It's more entertaining in my opinion than what it was, or not entertaining, but interesting. But you can see, like, a spider just hit me and I took no damage. So yeah, I guess some of my other plans are to add some dungeon loot with the garnets, not the ingots, but just the garnets themselves. That way it's a little more acquirable, even if you're playing on, or not playing on peaceful. That makes no difference. It just makes it a little more acquirable. But we'll see about that. So yeah, let me know if you have any changes you'd like to see me make. I'm interested in your ideas. Of course, like I said, you know, I'll have a better model and stuff for it later. I'm still learning how to do that stuff, actually, because I'm very new to this. I literally spent an entire day trying to figure out how to make a tile entity. If that doesn't give you a clear enough sign as to how new I am to all of this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek towards my next update. Bye.